It's time for Inside Hart County Football with Coach Rance Gillespie. Recorded in Studio 604B in the Hart College and Career Academy. Here's your host, Doc Ayers.
Good afternoon and welcome to Inside Hart County Football. Coach, been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Had an off week and ready to get back at it.
Hey, go back 2 weeks. Jackson County homecoming, big win.
Yeah, it really was. I thought it was important that we get out to a good start, and that you always worry coming off an off week that your kids will be able to be ready emotionally and mentally. And I thought our kids did that. I thought our kids came out ready to play, and I thought we approached our business like we have all year long, with the same intensity and the same focus. And I thought for the most part, with the exception of a drive or two on each side of the ball, I thought we played good football.
Got off to a real big start, and we'll look at the first half. Kick off the start the ball game, and defense takes the field.
Yeah, to get good coverage here, and if you watch LJ does a really good job. He's been really physical on that team all year long, and kind of became a pace setter for us on the kickoff team. Come out and do a good job defensively, matching everything up, and force a punt.
And lightning strikes.
Paul Davis does a good job getting this started, and then Malachi does a really good job getting the ball out in space and taking it to the house. And I think we have done a good job with our special teams all year long. They only leave two back, and this is kind of an automatic for us when they don't cover it down. Unfortunately, one of my pet peeves is that you always make your transitions in special teams, and we practice in order to be able to make those transitions. We don't practice special teams starting on the field, because the special teams play starts on the sidelines. And unfortunately, that's we didn't have enough on the field and got a penalty.
Another good job forcing another 3 and out up front.
Ball gets away from Malachi on this one, and created a turnover. Defense does a good job of stepping up and getting a stop for us, and getting the ball back to our offense.
A little bit of a different look. You've seen weeks and weeks of option. Here comes Jackson throwing the ball as much as they did.
Yeah, it was it was a transition week for us, especially defensively, to make that transition from defending option to defending the spread and the things that they did. Blocked really well. Malachi gets the ball out again, and big run. We had I don't know how many plays negated because of penalties. It seems like the penalties that we did have were all on big plays. I think we had right at roughly 100 yards worth of passes called back, and probably
that much in run.
Many in runs.
Yeah.
So not only do you get the penalties, but you also have 200 yards worth of offense that are kicked out.
Forced the punt, and they muffed the cover and got guys down.
Good job there with our coverage, and get the ball back and get the ball on their side of the midfield, and have an opportunity to go do something with it. We call a holding call, and Blake did a really nice job of pancaking, and did exactly what we teach. Hands were in tight, and placed the guy on his back. So good physical football there.
Good run by JL.
Good to get Tucker back and get him some kicks in, and he's not kicking off yet, but he is back doing the place kicking, and it was nice to see him back out on the field.
Good coverage on the sweep.
good physical football. And I thought we did play a physical football game. I thought, our contact speed was good. And I thought we ran around.
Sort of a coming out party for Paul
Yeah, Paul had a good game and got some touches, and typically with those freshmen it takes kind of a half of a season for them to get into the swing of things, and now he is, and he did a good job.
Great play there.
Yeah, it was a great catch by Malachi. Ball's a little bit underthrown, and he just went up and got it, but a great play. Good job blocking out on the perimeter and throw the swing screen out to Malachi Thomas, and he takes it in for the score.
Yeah, 21-0. Again, do a great job cutting the angles down.
The ball comes out, we get it out on the strip there, and unfortunately it goes forward 10 yards. But again, we've played good on our kickoff team all year long. Good open field tackle there out of Scooter, and thought that our defense did a good job of matching their concepts on the back end, especially, and get a little pressure on the passer, and
good things happen.
Threw the ball a little bit more than we typically would. There was, they were putting a lot of people up in the box and bringing a lot of different pressures, and thought, we were able to throw the ball well when we needed to.
Good
I think
run.
both of the backs, East again rushed for close to 100 yards, and I think Luke had like
230.
Close to 250 pass, and so pretty good balance.
There goes the missile.
Again, good coverage, and we're trying to get them stopped at the 20 is where we want to get them stopped at on that kickoff.
Force another punt. This one goes out about the 30-yard line.
There was a tunnel screen there to Paul, and
Gets the field
gets the ball
flipped.
up about 20. Good presence out of Luke there. Does a good job stepping up, and I thought, for the most part, with the exception of a drive or two, our protection was really good. Able to throw the ball like we did, it really opened up some of our run game, and able to get it going.
Sometimes it's better to take the sack in that situation.
Yeah. Ball gets overhead. They got us on a double move, and it happens, and just got to do a better job of playing the upfield shoulder and collision second breaks coming out, putting ourselves in position to play the double move. A little pressure on the quarterback there.
Yeah.
And I thought our defensive staff did a good job with the plan and having a couple of different looks to challenge them with, and create some pressures.
He get the score right before the half, and
kind of stopped kicking to us, and this is going to go to the house, and they're going to call us for a block in the back right there. So this comes back. Number 8, the defensive lineman for them, was a really good player, big, strong kid. Did a good job creating some havoc on his own. It was right before the half, trying to put one in the end zone.
yeah, this program's always had a problem playing homecoming games. I'm sure you've seen that wherever you've been. The mindset's a little bit off focus. Thought the guys came out and played really well in the first half.
Yeah, I really haven't experienced that, but it's certainly something that we want to battle, and I told our kids all week that I want them to enjoy the homecoming and all of those things, and it be something, but at the same time, we have to focus on what our job is, and our job is to go play the football game. And I think, as a team, we are growing and maturing in that area, and we're able to play to a certain standard again. And I've said this for 3 years, but we want to play to a certain standard regardless of what the scoreboard is.
Exactly.
And that goes along with us winning as well as as what's happened here in the past. So when we're winning a game big, we still want to play to a certain standard.
Exactly.
as long as we're on the field.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the second half. You're watching Inside Hart County Football with Rance Gillespie.
Hart County High School is about academics, sports and training, bulldog chow, reading, teamwork, brilliant minds, preparing for the future. Hart County High School is the school made for us. Welcome back to Dog Talk. I'm Logan Bennett, and today I'm here with Montae and Maxwell. So first, I just want to ask, how does it feel to be like a recruit in the high school football area?
It feel good, like it really don't change. It don't change you. You gotta stay on your same grind and just stay doing what you got to do and handle your business. Main thing of the recruiting process, making sure other outsiders don't get in the way of that, and making sure that you work all week and do your job on Friday.
Do you let the recruiting process distract you from anything else, or are you just focused on one thing?
Nah, I don't, because at the end of the day, it's I got to do what I got to do to get out of my position and play hard on Friday. So really, it don't. It really don't. It don't.
With you being one of like the big stars on defense, what is your relationship like with the coaches?
They expect high expectations for me. They expect me to show up. They expect me to be on time, which I do. And they expect me to show up on Friday ready to play every game day. And,
do you feel like your team looks up to you as a leader?
Yeah, I do. And I try to lead myself in the right way, and I also look up to a lot of people on our defense, even if they offers, not offers, we try to be a family and support each other and lead each other in the right way.
So as you play football throughout your high school, like, what is your motivation every year like?
Every year, get better. Every year, get better. See, I can work on my feet work. I can be quicker, stronger, bigger, faster. Every year is to get better on my recruiting process.
So every year, do you see yourself getting better as the season goes along?
Yeah, hard coaching. That's a big thing to do with it. Hard coaching. Like I said, the coach is not gonna. They want you that player. They want you to show up and be ready. So, yeah,
Let me ask, what is your motivation to play football every year?
My motivation is my mama coming in the room, waking me up, and me looking in my brother's eyes, like knowing that I got to show them the path. I got to do my job and just lead them the way and help my family one day, take care of my mama.
With that being like your motivation, so what is it that you use like on Fridays and like why you play?
On Fridays, it's a different element. I step out of my element about around, let's say 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, I'm game mode. I'm ready. I'm out of my element. I'm focused. Like I said, pop back on my family that I, grind for, and that's who I do it for.
So as a person on the field and a person inside of a school, what would you want them to know you as on the field that they may not see in school?
It's so hard. I want them to know me as really the same Montae. You know, the same Montae everybody else look at, the same Montae everybody else see. I want them to know me as that. You know, on and off the field, that same dude.
And what would you want your legacy to be that you leave at Hart County High School with football?
Uncommon. I answered uncommon. Uncommon.
Well, that's going to be it on Dog Talk, and we'll catch you again next week.
The Hart County College and Career Academy provides new and improved learning opportunities to students in our community. With new technology and equipment in every classroom, students have the resources to ensure a better education. We guarantee that the Hart County College and Career Academy will further prepare students for their future and their careers. Hart County College and Career Academy, preparing students for their future.
Welcome back. Special thanks to Montae for appearing in the halftime game. Thought he's really grown up the last 3 years and turned into a tremendous player.
Yeah, he really has, and a tremendous young man as well, and really proud to see what he's done.
All right, second half, come out, take the opening kickoff, and right back to work.
Yeah, we wanted to get it to a point where we can get it to a running clock, and that's kind of our goal in these situations. Good run here.
Good cut.
And it was a nice cut. I thought he forced the edge really well and stuck his toe in the ground and got vertical, and of course blocked really well up front. We get bodies on bodies and give those two backs a chance, and
good things happen.
Been pretty successful at that so far.
Yeah.
Good pressure there out of Corbin, and fortunate there with a bad snap, and then everything's covered up on the back end. So get a big stop and
get a short field.
Good field position. Again, get the ball out and well blocked on the perimeter, and get the ball down inside the 10, and then good physical run out of JL. And let him finish it off.
So it's 42-7.
Yeah, which puts us at that stage of the running clock, and so you're going to have one in the fourth, but you got to get to the fourth. And so we started subbing in some places at this point, and they get a big play on us here in a second, and so that took us out of the running clock in the fourth quarter.
Right here.
Yeah.
A couple of missed tackles.
Yeah, just missed some tackles, and ball gets away from us, and good effort there out of Montae to try to chase it down, and almost did.
Get the block.
I've always said that you can judge the character of a team on the PAT after a score, and so to me, that's a chance for your team to lay down, and a chance to see a team quit, and so I thought it was really big for us to give great effort on the PAT team, come away with a block right there. And ran this concept earlier in the first half and missed it. Come back in the second half, hit it, and Paul gets the ball out. A little inside zone play. We ran the same play back to back, and just fit it a lot better the second time. And then it's kind of to that point in the game where we're trying to improve on us some too. Ran this early in the game and had a drop on it and came back and hit it for a touchdown.
Good.
Yeah,
on the 20.
There's the pin that we're looking for.
Good pick.
Yeah, this is a great play out of Montae.
Yeah.
And goes up and gets it, shows his athleticism. Inside zone is fit really nice up front, and a good run out of the back. This is a good run out of Scooter, Scooter is our third back, and the only reason he's our third back is because he starts for us on defense. We're very confident in him, and is a really good running back.
Force the turnover, but don't recover it.
And get to the fourth quarter, and now we got a running clock at this point. So start subbing in a lot of people and getting to play a lot of guys, and that's what we want to get to. We want that does nothing but help our program. The more varsity snaps that these young guys can get, the better off we're going to be down the road, and the more football they play, it helps our football program.
Exactly. Got the young backs in.
Yeah, this was a wholesale change for us offensively. We got all of our young guys in. It's basically a team that we play with on Thursdays, and of course there's a lot of things going on here that we got to get better at and clean up with those guys. But good to get them out there and let them get some snaps in.
Good throw there.
Yeah, and Tanner is, Tanner's predominantly been a wide receiver for us, but Austin had a high ankle sprain that he's kind of tried to get through, especially punting, and we're kind of still looking for a backup type quarterback, and Tanner has been getting some reps over there and done a really good job with that transition. So he's a smart kid and spins the ball really good. So I think he'll develop into that really well.
And his mobility, I guess, would add some more to this, to what you can do offensively.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the final. Good performance tomorrow night. Friday night is a big ball game.
Yeah, no doubt. We've I think there's a balance there, Doc. I don't think there's any denying that it is a big football game, and I think if you walk around and say, hey, it's just another football game, that's really not authentic.
No.
It's because it's not. Just like when you play Elbert, you can say, hey, it's just another football game, and the truth is it's not. Certainly our kids have a chance to be in a 5-10 matchup, and that's a big football game. We're going to be the focal point of the state. And Jefferson is a good football team, and have kind of been the top in this region for the last couple of years. Of course, Monroe got them last year, but historically Jefferson's been at the top. So we know it's a big football game. Now, with all of those things being said, our approach shouldn't change.
No.
And just like we said earlier, we want to approach and play to a certain level in every football game, because that is what we do, and hopefully that's the way that we're training our kids to be, and hopefully that's what you'll see from us on Friday.
Talk about Jefferson a little bit. We mentioned in the first half it was kind of different seeing a throwing team. Jefferson is more like the first 4 weeks, option, wing tee.
Yeah, Jefferson will go back, and it's going to look like Commerce and Madison, and there'll be a double slot option. And they've got a lot of individuals within that scheme. And the thing that is that's difficult to defend about that scheme is it puts you in so many one-on-one matchups. You have one person that has to tackle the dive. Sometimes you can get two on a quarterback if you can defeat a load block, depending on how they scheme it. And then you got one person to tackle a pitch. And they've got some guys that can win those one-on-ones. Which makes it even more difficult to defend.
The X factor for Friday night again is our crowd. We need a large and loud crowd.
No doubt, it's been a great atmosphere all year long, and this is a big football game, and I know we'll have a great crowd there to support us on Friday.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. We'll be talking about Jefferson, previewing Monroe area, and we might even have a surprise for you. For Coach Gillespie, this is Doc Harris saying thank you, good night, and we'll see you next week.